What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. So this video is going to be about how to effectively work out for fat loss. It's the start of the new year. It's a lot of people's goals to get in the gym, to lose weight, to get in shape. And one of the reasons of why people don't see their goals through is because the approach they take might not be the best one. This isn't to say that anyone's doing anything wrong, right? I mean, exercise in general is tremendous and should be done for reasons other than just weight loss. There's heart health, obviously, brain health, metabolic health, longevity, bone health, all these things, all these different reasons of why we should be working out, why exercise should be a part of our normal routine. But when it comes to weight loss and trying to lose body fat, people are oftentimes sort of misguided on what to do. So I'm going to break all this down, the sort of mindset shift it needs to take when approaching exercise, what not to do, the nuances, and then give you an example of a legit plan that you can follow. Of course, I have to mention that the biggest, most primary driver of weight loss and fat loss is going to be eating in a calorie deficit. So weight loss is primarily driven by nutrition and not exercise. So if you're not eating in a calorie deficit, it doesn't matter what exercise advice you get, what workout program you're following, you will not lose weight. It's just that when it comes to exercise, there are much more effective and sustainable ways to approach it than what most people do. So the first thing to sort of get into is the type of mindset shift to have when approaching exercise. The classic one being, especially when it comes to lose weight, is trying to burn calories. That's traditionally how people have approached exercise. They try to do anything that they think will cause them to burn a ton of calories. So this typically means, going on long runs or doing a lot of high intensity workouts. There's a couple reasons of why this is a mistake. The first one being, for the average person who's looking to get in shape and lose weight, when they start to exercise, they're really not burning as many calories as they think. And then another reason of why this approach typically fails is because as people are going through these cardio routines and they're trying to burn a lot of calories, the body can actually adapt to that, to where that same cardio session over time is actually going to burn less and less calories. This is where people will try to ramp up the cardio or try to take their calories down even further. This causes the metabolism to slow, hunger and cravings to go up, energy levels plummet. This is typically where people kind of hit a wall. And that's why the mindset when approaching exercise, especially with weight loss, needs to go from burning calories to what's effective for the metabolism. The healthier your metabolism is, the much easier the fat loss process is going to be. So now we go from how to burn a bunch of calories to how do we keep the metabolism healthy. I'm going to give you 3 exercise modalities that are perfect for this, that are perfect for revving up the metabolism and keeping it healthy. So first off, we have walking. Walking, getting enough steps, is one of the best things that you can do for your metabolism. And now the thing is, it doesn't have to be a universal step count for everybody. The common range you sort of want to aim for is that 7,000 to about 10,000 range. But if you're very sedentary and you currently only get maybe a couple thousand steps every day, improving by just a little bit is going to make a difference. So week to week, trying to improve your daily step count by about 500 to 1,000. This is going to give you metabolic benefits that are going to help assist with your fat loss goals. The next best form of exercise for your metabolism is strength training. Consistently lifting weights and having more muscle mass is one of the best things to keep the metabolism revved up and to keep it healthy. It also helps with body composition, overall functionality and strength, especially as we get older, which is also important because we want to be able to maintain fitness throughout the years. So not only will strength training give us those metabolic benefits, but it will also help to keep us strong and functional throughout life. And this doesn't mean you have to be in the gym 6 or 7 days a week. A 3 to maybe 5 day a week workout program is plenty. And then the third most effective form of exercise for fat loss is zone 2 cardio. Zone 2 cardio refers to a heart rate intensity zone. So it'll look different for different people depending on the shape you're in. But it's that level of intensity where you're working up a little bit of a sweat, you're kind of huffing and puffing, but you can still have a conversation. The best metabolic benefits come from this when you're doing it consistently, at least maybe 3 to, if not 7 days a week, anywhere from 15 to maybe 45 minutes. This is a very sustainable and manageable form of cardio. So now getting into an example of a legit fat loss workout plan that you could follow. So first things first, make sure you're following some type of strength training program. It could be a full body 3 days a week. It could be an upper lower split. It could be a push pull legs. A lot of different ones to choose from. Next, add in some zone 2 cardio. The form could be whichever you prefer, whether that's on the treadmill, the elliptical, maybe the bike. One of my favorite things to do is to get on the treadmill, put it at a little bit of an incline, and do a steady walk. Do that after your workouts for anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes. Minimum 3 days a week, maximum 7 days a week. And then on top of that, you want to make sure you're hitting your steps every day, improving from wherever you're at, and then aiming for that 7 to 10,000 range. This type of workout program, along with eating in a calorie deficit, is going to lead to guaranteed fat loss. So there you have it, guys, how to effectively work out for fat loss. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok or Instagram at Lane Nelson Fitness. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, custom workout programs, nutritional guidance, check-ins, accountability, check out my coaching page on my website. With that being said, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.